It's a good day for anime. Welcome to Not Enough Anime. Spring 2021 is slowly coming to an end, with some 2021 anime airing as we speak. As I look back on the season, it was an incredibly good season, even unusually so. Usual seasons have around 2 to 3 truly good anime, but this season just has so many. With that, my next few videos will be a mini-series detailing my top 5 anime of the season and my reviews on each of them. As these are the best of the best for me this season, any one of them could be a 10 out of 10, and my ranking is not really set in stone as ranking them was really difficult for me. Before we started off though, these are my honorable mentions that just missed being in the top 5. The first one is Shadow's House, which has a very intriguing premise. There are these dolls that live to serve their shadow masters, and they aim to climb the ladder to the top of the Shadow's house. The atmosphere of this anime is incredible. A great story coupled with good music and animation by Cloverworks, you can't go wrong with this. And the second is Tokyo Revengers. I'd classify this anime as a slice of life anime with time travel properties. It's a guy going back in time to correct his mistakes and save his girlfriend in the future. Not a new concept, but what makes this so good is the chemistry between the characters. Also a good watch. Now with those two out of the way, let's dive right in. So my rank 5 anime of the season is Vivy, Fluorite Eyes Song, which is a 13-episode original Japanese anime series by Tappei Nagatsuki of ReZero fame and Eiji Umehara in charge of the screenplay of Chaos Child. The anime was produced by Aniplex and animated by Wit Studio, with Satoru Kosaki in charge of composing the music. So one could say that this was a stellar production cast, which made expectations shoot through the roof. So the big question is, did it deliver? Short answer, yes. Long answer, also yes, but keep watching to find out why. As AI develop and become more and more autonomous, the fear of sentience and revolt has always been there. And this is exactly what happens during the opening moments of the anime. AI robots rebel against their human creators, killing them and basically starting an AI apocalypse. A doctor then creates this AI program to send back in time to prevent the AI apocalypse from happening. He calls it the Singularity Project. What follows next is an AI named Matsumoto and an AI named Vivy teaming up through the years to alter significant events that would lead to AI being developed the way it was during the first timeline. If you think you've heard this premise before, it's because you probably have. This kind of robot apocalypse plot is not exactly a new concept, especially in sci-fi and especially in the West. One might think of Terminator and iRobot specifically when hearing the synopsis. That doesn't mean it isn't good though, as ideas and plots are borrowed all the time. It's more of the execution that makes or breaks an anime. So diving headfirst into an original anime is always nerve-wracking as you never know what you're gonna get. It may end up becoming a masterpiece of all masterpieces, or it may just end up becoming hot garbage. At least with adaptations, you have source material so you kind of know what to expect, at least from the story standpoint, and it also doesn't help that it was listed for only 13 episodes, which makes it that much harder to create a solid storyline. So what I'm getting at here is that the odds were incredibly stacked against Vivy being a good anime. But the amazing thing is that it overcame all those odds. The solid production team absolutely delivered. Okay, so let's take this one step at a time. The music was incredible. I mean, it has to be, right? Vivy was basically a songstress AI who had a singular mission to make everybody happy through her singing. Throughout the series, she was always trying to find the answer to, how do I sing my heart out? Because as an AI, she really had no idea what that meant. Given that premise, it would be a waste to not have good music, right? Thankfully, Satoru Kosaki did incredibly well composing the music for this anime. The last episode, which was a recap of everything that happened, featured all of the songs that were used throughout the anime, which was a cool addition. The animation? Superb. What else can you expect from Wit Studio? The studio that gave us this legendary Attack on Titan scene. And it's not just Attack on Titan either. Wit Studio is quite known to pump out good-looking anime left and right, so there really wasn't any doubt about the animation quality here. This becomes more emphasized during the action scenes and these still shots of different androids. The animation is just great, there's no complaints there. The story, despite seeming like a rehash of AI apocalypse movies, actually does pretty well. That, with the added factor of Vivy trying to find the meaning of singing your heart out, makes for a pretty solid plot. So the anime was divided into numerous arcs, consisting of a different number of episodes per arc. The way that they set up the anime is that every arc, we are presented with an event that was monumental to the development and eventual rebellion of the AI. whether it be an event that would speed up the evolution of the AI, or an event that would result in giving the AI more rights as they were seen as more human, which again is a real moral and ethical dilemma that is being discussed as AI continues to evolve in our present day and age. It's also worth noting that these arcs take place over the course of around 100 years or so Vivy gets to meet different people and even different generations of families through her missions. Woven throughout these different arcs is the subplot of Vivy finding the meaning of singing your heart out, which is a stark contrast to her mission of not letting the AI evolve too much or gain sentience. A contrast because as the show goes on, and as she tries to decipher the meaning behind that mission, she herself develops more human-like qualities that I have to applaud the production team for because they weren't shown explicitly, but rather through the body language and communication skills of Vivy herself. All of it was told through the animation. Then as soon as we become comfortable with the thought of Vivy as a human, and as we forget that she is an AI, they hit us with these still shots that accentuate her robotic features, especially in the eyes. I love the detail that they put into this. What dragged it down just a bit for me was the ending. Don't get me wrong, I liked the ending, but I just think that they relied a bit on cliches, which isn't bad at all. I was just expecting a bit more. Overall, I absolutely recommend watching Vivy Fluorite Eyes song, and I give it a strong 9 out of 10. For an anime original, it absolutely delivers and is a fun 13-episode anime that you can binge in one sitting. So there you have it folks, my review of the anime Vivy Fluorite Eyes song. So please like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon to get notified of when I upload the rest of the top 5 anime. This has been Mav of Not Enough Anime, thanks for watching.